What is up, guys? It's Lay here, and welcome back to another World of Warships Legends gameplay. And today we are in the Tier 4 German destroyer. It's the monster of all ocean fronts. It's the T-22. And this ship is my favorite Tier 4 destroyer. Now, before we start, you're probably wondering, how can you just somehow go down in this tier 4 battle and expect that you get a kraken and make a video about a tier 4 kraken against these noobs? Well, I'll answer that question later. But for now, let me show you my setup for this gameplay. So, as a German destroyer, you're gonna have to lower your detectability. So running Eric Bay or Eric Bay here for detectability, along with my inspirations and my perks you can see there. Now, to answer your question, you're probably wondering, how can you make a tier 4 video kraken and upload it against, not so good players, right? Now, to answer that question, I want you to go ahead and play on your legendary ship and tell me how many times you will run into a Yamato player who probably doesn't know the fundamentals of how the Yamato is supposed to be played. Broadside Yamato against the whole team. Well, I got tired of that, and if no one's gonna do the job, then I'll do it myself. So I'm gonna teach these noobs that in order to rank up at a tier 6 and tier 7 player, you're gonna have to be playing at such level that I expect them to get a kraken there, as that cruiser just gets destroyed there. But in order for these players to play at the highest level, I expect them to have a kraken once they hit the training room, of course. But anyways, jokes aside, I did have this kraken in the T-22, and unfortunately we're not going to win due to an issue that I run into later in the video, but I really don't want to spoil this one. So we have a T-22 right in front of us, and let me just tell you guys, just because the guns on the T-22 is 105mm guns doesn't mean they're considered low caliber or weak. I love these guns. These 3-second guns I have on the T-22 are really amazing. When you see the tech tree for the German destroyers, you're gonna realize that 3-second guns are no longer gonna be there. It's gonna be more of a 4-second and 5 seconds of those gun reloads. Now, here's the mistake I did, and that was throwing out the torpedoes at this Corvette and not noticing that I had this Congo right to the left of me. So this Congo decides to do something that's really not high skill player wise move. He starts to follow me as I hit an island there. He starts to follow me. My initial plan was to capture B, since I noticed there was a destroyer at sea. I left that side over there, came to B, try to capture B. Unfortunately, my plans were ruined by this Congo, but this Congo continues to follow me, so I decide to run away and kite away, because you definitely don't want to get hit by battleship caliber guns. So this Congo's still spotting me due to the plane and the detectability. I think it was a guaranteed detectability is 2.0. So surprisingly, no one's shooting at me. I shot down the plane, and then this cargo decides to just pop out that island, still detecting me. You notice these torpedoes are coming this way, but we still pop these torpedoes, and that was just a weird encounter with the Congo. I don't know what he was doing. He's probably being friends with me or something. I don't know. Once again, we try to take a trip on the beach side and try to see if any bikini girls are available for a dinner dates or something. But then I realized that we had some company, and I decided to run away because Omaha is not a ship you want to encounter when you're in the destroyer. So we run away, and right off the bat you can see I have 2 kills. We're at 50,913 points. We have a Corvette over here and a Dana or Danny or Denny? I think it's Denny. We do manage to get that Minikaze there, making that our 3rd kill of the game. I know I did yank that or yoink that kill out of one of my teammates, but if you ain't gonna finish it, then I'll finish it. Anyways, so the Danny is over here spotting me at 4.7 kilometers, and Danny only has AP since it's a British cruiser, but the AP for the British light cruisers is not something you should be sleeping on. I mentioned this many times in the Fiji. The AP for light cruisers are really amazing, are top tier. So we're trying to avoid getting shot by his AP. He does send out some torps predicting that I was going to run past the island here, but I knew ahead of time that he was going to do this, so I reversed and stopped as I try to lead these torpedoes in what I think he was going to head. And are we going to get these torpedo hits? Right there, we hit 2 torpedoes. We get a high caliber metal devastating strike with that 20k torpedo hit, which is really good. As you can see now on the top of the map, top middle of the map, it's a 1v4. Now you're probably thinking the chances of winning here are slim. It's not looking good here. We have a Corvette battleship here, French battleship, and he spots me for a second there. And once again, I do commit one of the mistakes of using smoke when I didn't have to. But one tip I really want to put out there for any German destroyer players is the smoke is used to disengage something. Now, the German destroyers, tier 5, tier 6, tier 7, have, let's say, a longer reload for their guns. As you can see, the Akazuki has a 3-second reload on the main batteries. Fletcher has a 3-second. I think the Russian Tashaken has a slightly higher rate there. But we did manage to get the Corvette there for our Kraken. But back to what I was saying is, once you get higher in these German destroyers, you're going to have longer battery reloads. And one of the things you gotta use to counter these longer reloads is the smoke to disengage these fights that are, you know, not winnable half the time. Now we have an Emelets Bor 10 over here, and Omaha from earlier, which this game is not going to be easy to win since they're both cruisers. Now we do also have a destroyer, believe it or not. I think it is a Clemson, but I do manage to throw out these torpedoes to see if they might run out this corner of the island and get hit by these torpedoes. But unfortunately, They did not. And the Omaha is now spotting me. And he does shoot the island there. Now, I mentioned earlier, Omaha is one of the cruisers you don't want to go against when you are a destroyer, as the Clemson decides to pop out from the island and we engage in a war, a winnable war since it's a tier 3 Clemson. So we are going to start shooting our 105mm guns HE here, and just watch how beautiful these HE shred the Clemson down to are making us our 6th kill of the game, and we prematurely throw those torpedoes out there. Now it's a battle against 2 cruisers. Now here's where many of you guys are probably going to disagree with what I did here. Yes, I could have easily capped the A flag. Yes, I could have probably contested the B flag. Could have probably pushed these cruisers. There's so many what ifs I could have done. And unfortunately, I do if this game so close to getting my 8th kill, my first 8th kill game. Probably a solo warrior as well. But the Omaha is over by a B flag. And my prediction was they were going to, you know, pinch me or ping me into one spot and, you know, make it a more situation where I couldn't escape. Well, this Omaha player decides to do literally the best thing you can do in a cruiser player, or overall even a World of Warships player, and he sees that his destroyer went down, his battleship went down, and maybe his cruiser here is going to go down, his cruiser teammate's going to go down. So what he does is, you know, I give him props for what he did. Literally just needed 1 minute to 1 minute 30, and I probably would have finished the job. As this cruiser spots me, it is low health here, so it's not much of an issue here to gun it down with 105mm guns. You gotta remember, I reload faster than this cruiser, so we unload the HE there, and then we switch to AP, trying to get a broadside Citadel, most likely. Again, 105mm guns. Not mostly gonna Citadel him, but definitely gonna do some penetration there, as we get 1500 damage there. Now I was expecting this cruiser to go over here, so once again I send out these torpedoes, and unfortunately he does not go that way. Now as you can see, the C flag is being captured, so that means the Mohawk gave up on trying to pinch me into this area and decided to move away to secure his W, which, you know, I don't blame him. I would have probably did the same. So now at this moment we are still trying to gun down this cruiser. We are getting small damage there, enough to, you know, gun him down, since I am reloading at 3 seconds. He does set a fire on me, and we get the Confederate flag or medal there, giving us our 7th kill of the game. 98,189 damage. Pretty good at a tier 4 game, of course. And, well, what's much to say here? I have 1 minute to literally hunt down this Omaha and potentially win the game, along with getting a solo warrior and a kraken. But yeah, I don't have enough time and speed to hunt down this Omaha. You know, unfortunately, we are going to lose this game in a 1v1 situation. I just decide not to shoot. There's literally nothing better than, you know, giving it your best in the game and then losing. It's just sometimes the feeling that you just, hey, let's not just get sonked or destroyed. Let's just let time run out and let's, go back to port was literally the best you did. I literally brought the best for my team, giving them 7 kills, 1 fire, 5 floodings, 9 torpedoes, 98,000 damage, Confederate medal, 2 devastating strikes, 1 high calibered, 1 kraken unleashed, 298 credits there, top of the leaderboard. And when you compare my score to their scores, you can tell that it definitely was a one ship team, pretty much, if you want to say. I did have at least 1 battleship that contribute. I can't remember much, but we did try our best to get this win, and unfortunately, if I had more time, we probably would have won this game. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I really did enjoy this game. I did one of my first 7 kill games. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one.